Good Wednesday morning to you. 4th of July is only, well, if you count today, 3 days away.
Well, sorry, I was just trying to take that all in. Curt and Jen, our podcast, thanks for being here and joining us as we do Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We love that you're a part of this, and we appreciate your contributions. You can like, you can love, you can follow, you can subscribe,
Comment,
all the things,
share. Yes. Thank you so much.
every little thing.
Thanks for
Now
being
today, I don't know what this means. It says good news for Curt is written on here.
I have something good for you, Curt.
And also, we're going to find out about something called Summerween.
Have you heard of that before?
I have not. Summerween.
Me either. The perfect 4th of July must have these 4 things. Why Travis Kelce regrets he's too famous, and we've got human warning labels.
That was our question of the day from Monday. If you came with a warning label, what would it be? Gonna get to those. If you're bored of where you live, there's other places out there that will pay you to move there. And also, are you cool? You might be if you have these 6 traits.
And we're not podcasting on Friday because it's a national holiday, so we're taking it off. So instead, we have Wacky Facts Wednesday.
There'll be no Fun Facts Friday. I love Wacky Facts Wednesday. Sounds like it's going to be a blast.
Okay, Curt, so I wanted an update on like puppies and life. What's going on?
Well, we officially adopted the second foster that we took in, who we have decided to name. Well, he is right there, and he is Theodore, aka Teddy.
He's getting big.
So, yeah, he is getting big. So that's all well and good. Got that through the. We've been working with the Washington German Shepherd Rescue, which we obviously I would encourage people to look into it and make adoption your first option if you're looking to get a pet. We always say that. So there's that. And what else? Let me see. I told you about how excited I was to edge the driveway after I mowed the lawn, right? That's old news.
Yeah, that's old news. What about puppy training? How's that going?
It's going okay. For some reason, the female of the species, who's over my right shoulder there, that's Tilly, Matilda, and she likes to gently bite your fingers when you're petting her on her snout, just like little bites. Right. Well, my wife Dana actually thinks it's super cute.
No, it's not.
Well, she thinks it is. So we're going to have to break that habit at some point. Maybe when she starts biting harder, Dana will realize, oh, that's not so cool. But
other people won't like it either.
That's true. It's a lot of the bad things, quote, bad things they do are stinking cute. So it's hard to get mad at them. And not for you because you're a dog hater, but.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm a dog hater. Okay.
We're learning from watching how Sailor turned out, and we're saying, let's not do any of the things that Jen taught Sailor to do.
You're letting her nip at people's hands. That's what Sailor does, and it's terrible. Anyway.
I'll let you know as the training goes on.
In my little world, Curt, I am dealing with Macy, my youngest daughter, who is 16 and driving. Well, her friend Jonathan, I shouldn't use names. Anyway, he just hit his I've been driving for 6 month mark, and now I can have people drive with me. So now we're dealing with, are we good with that? How does that look? All the things that go with your daughter riding in a car with a boy.
Right.
And so on top of that, I also dealt with yesterday. I am in the motorhome, Pat's motorhome, because we're getting ready to go to Chelan for 4th of July.
Right.
And it's the first time that I've had to pack for the summer, right? So it's the first time I'm revisiting my summer wardrobe.
All right. And
I'm just going to call it closet chaos. That's what I'm going to call it. Closet chaos, because I'm like flipping through things and then I have to try things on and then I get pissed because it doesn't fit.
That's what I was going to ask. See, I didn't want to go there, but my question was going to be is when you check out your summer wardrobe, is that what still fits from last year?
Yeah, it is.
You know how I combat that? I wear baggy clothes.
I'm so frustrated because I feel like I'm doing I'm doing a lot of the things. Am I doing all the things? No, but I'm working out. I'm
Hmm.
being conscious about eating better. Do I still have my sweet treats? Yes.
Right.
Am I drinking less? It's not like I drank a lot in the first place, but I'm not drinking as much. And that wasn't even a lot, like I said. Anyway,
Right.
whatever. It's perimenopause stuff that I'm dealing with, that I'm sure a lot of other people are dealing with. And I had to pack for not only Chelan, but also riding at Moses Lake in the dunes. So my wardrobe, I had a lot of bags. That's all I'm going to say. I had a lot of bags to bring into the motorhome.
Well, and but I was, I mean, I think you're doing the right stuff, and it's showing.
I have
So
to
that's
do the
good.
healthy things. You know what? It's more about I'm not doing it to try to lose weight, even though I really wish I was. I'm doing it for health and longevity and to be strong. That is all. We can move on.
Well, I know we can move. I'm not trying to belabor this. I'm just saying. I think it takes longer as you get older. That's no surprise to anybody, right?
And it's harder for
So
girls and guys. I mean, you could just stop eating, like you could just eat a salad, Kurt, and you'd lose some weight. And I look at a donut and I gain weight.
that is a myth, and you know it. Okay, it's somewhat true.
Okay.
All right.
This is the message I have for you, Kurt Cruz. I should have had you play Christmas music right there, because Hallmark Channel, it's Christmas in July and it starts on Saturday, which means you can start watching your Christmas movies on Saturday.
Well, for the record, I looked for Christmas music, and I should just share with everybody that it doesn't matter how long it takes me to find these clever little clips. Jen always says it's too long. What took you so long? Jeez.
Well,
So I
uh,
apologize for not having some Christmassy music there.
I I had forgotten that Hallmark does a Christmas in July programming thing, and so they're gonna start running their Christmas movies. And I know how much you love their Christmas movies. You have it
Well,
on all the time in the holiday season.
well, you can keep on talking about this all you want, but we're not watching it.
What?
My wife has a rule. There are no Christmas movies to be watched outside of Christmas time.
Oh, so this isn't even good news for you because you can't enjoy it.
I I don't know if the word enjoy is the right word anyway. We just happen to have the Hallmark Channel on a lot in the background when we're doing other stuff. We don't sit there with a thing of popcorn and oh, here's a Hallmark Channel
Well, I know
movie.
my mom will have it on for sure.
Yeah, and it's in case you're interested, there's going to be a new reality series called Christmas at Sea, premiering on Monday night, and also a TV premiere of Unwrapping Christmas, and an 8 episode limited series as well called Holidays. I do like that they have to come up with clever new ways to say, here's another movie the same as the one we just did.
Right?
They
Good
can't
for them.
call it that.
Good for
They have to
them.
come up with a new clever Christmassy type of title. But yeah, which actually not right now, but I had some that were probably not appropriate that I thought would be funny titles for Hallmark movies. Maybe we'll do that on another program. Does
Sure.
that sound okay?
So there's Christmas in July and now there's Summerween.
Oh, Submarine.
I,
Ooh.
I saw that word and I'm like, is this real? And I had to look it up. And this is what AI said, because I'm like, what is Summerween? It's a playful, unofficial holiday combining elements of Halloween with summertime, essentially celebrating Halloween in the summer months
I love that idea.
with decorations, costumes, treats. It originated from the Disney animated series Gravity Falls, where the
Hmm.
townspeople love Halloween so much they celebrate it twice a year. And it's not an official holiday, of course, but it's a fun trend that's gaining popularity, of course, on social media and for people that love Halloween. So um I watched a little video about it
Okay.
on one of the social videos, and this is why some of the retailers have Halloween decorations out so early. Just yesterday, you know me in Costco, like I do drive-by shopping. I was on my way out and I was in a hurry.
Right.
I saw in someone's basket a ghost, like, doormat. I'm like, oh my, I gotta
What's
get
going
that,
on?
but I don't have time and I hope they don't sell out.
Why it didn't occur to you that why are they buying a ghost doormat in the middle of July, beginning of July?
Well, yes, of course that dawned on me too, but I also thought, oh my God, that's so cute. I hope they don't sell out. I got to remember to come back and get it.
I'm doing a Costco run today. I'll look and see if they've got the
It's not even
Halloween.
it's not
What's it
even
called?
for me.
Not Halloween. Summerween. Uh,
decorations.
yeah.
Michael's has them. Michael's had them like 2 weeks ago when I was there. I'm like, what is going on?
That's pretty nice though, since this is a pagan holiday anyway, so I guess you can celebrate it whenever you want. There's a dog in the background there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
All does it go? So this is all summer long?
No, yeah, you can just celebrate it whenever you want in summertime. Summerween. That's all you need to know. I just
All
wanted
right.
people to know what it was and that it existed
And
with
that
the
you
name.
discovered it.
With a name.
You can thank us. All right. Friday will be here before you know it. Hopefully, it's a long weekend for you. And that's going to bring with it some 4th of July parties. No duh, right? We found information that the perfect 4th of July party must have these 4 things.
I mean, I think that people could guess the 4 things. I could have guessed the 4 things.
So this is not like earth-shattering news, but
The last
2,000
thing.
people. This was a survey of 2,000 people. Must-haves for 4th of July party. Go ahead, Jen. What?
Classic barbecue foods. You can get fancy if you want, but barbecue, just good old burgers and hot dogs. Fireworks, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Great music. And this is the one that I would have struggled with if I would have guessed all of them. Outdoor games like cornhole.
Well, are there any other outdoor games that people still play? I guess they
Yeah.
do pickleball.
Is it bocce
Bocce ball? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And what's that thing where you sling those things and then that you try to get them on the little stand thing that has different
Oh, what do
levels?
they call that? I didn't tell you. It's basically a piece of twine or rope with weighted things on each end, and you try to hook them on what looks like basically an outdoor
Yeah.
clothes hanger,
And what's that
basically.
other one I can't think of? Where you have the little like club thing and you hit the ball through the little wire deals. Oh my God, why can't I think of
Croquet?
yeah, croquet.
Yeah, okay.
And then there's also they still have yard darts. They just don't have them the way that we had them when we were little, which is really the way they should be.
I just hope everybody heard Jen say to me, "What's that thing I can't think of?" Which you say, "Hey, Curt, what's that thing I can't think of?"
And
Let
you
me.
got it. Thanks, Curt.
Also, along the same lines here for 4th of July, thebooth.com did a roundup of names of fireworks. Fireworks with ridiculous names, which I think, you go to
What
the
are
big
they?
giant tent. What's that?
Tell me what the names are.
Unicorn puke.
I like
Popo.
that one.
How about Popo magnet? I
Okay.
don't think you'd want that one. That's going to bring the police. Light and run is one. There's a super loud firework called Neighbor Hater. And of course, you've got your raging Rottweilers, Pizza Apocalypse. And finally, this is one that I think everybody was like, this got to be the best one out there. Redneck Finale.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, there you have it. Just be careful if you're going to blow off fireworks yourself. Be careful. One of Macy's friends said that he and another friend were going to shoot Roman candles at each other. And I'm like, this is how these decisions lead to lifelong consequences,
We shot, when I was young,
or
we
life
shot,
ending.
well, we shot bottle rockets at each other and I turned out okay.
Well, that's
I mean, I
debatable.
don't have any vision in this eye, but other than that,
And
turned out pretty.
I'm missing a finger.
So,
Oh, dear. This is crazy to me. I had no idea that if you're bored of where you live and you're thinking about moving, or just maybe you want some extra cash, you can move to these cities.
and we
Okay.
actually, and I've heard about this, but it was mostly overseas. You'd see these stories of, city in Italy will pay you $30,000 to move there. And usually it's because they're very, very their population is very low and they're trying to grow the city, I guess. But there are actually places in the United States, to qualify for these programs. What you need to do is work remotely from a state other than the one you choose, be a U.S. citizen, be older than 18, and be able to relocate soon after you are selected. So, any of these places. West Virginia, giving an incentive of $12,000 plus an outdoor recreation package and a co-working space if you live in one of the areas there, New River Gorge, George, Morgantown, Greater Elkins. So but you got to live in West Virginia, right? Tulsa, Oklahoma, $10,000 after you purchase a qualifying home and a 3-year membership to a co-working place.
There's fine print on some of this stuff, just so you know.
Yeah, what's the next one there?
Topeka, Kansas, offering $10,000 to relocate.
Well, that's for rent in your first year, or up to $15,000 to put towards buying a new home.
Oh, there you go.
About
Baltimore,
five.
Maryland is
Yep.
offering up to 5,000. They're cheap. Up to
Hmm.
$5,000 in down payment and closing cost assistance, but you have to win a lottery.
And Baltimore is hardly a place that's struggling
Yeah,
with
that's weird.
population problems. I wouldn't think. Ketchikan, Alaska, gives you $2,000 and 3 months of free internet.
Woo!
And Newton, Iowa, you can get $10,000 cash if you purchase a home worth more than $240,000.
Well, I mean, you know what? Just that they can say that they have houses for $240,000. There you
In
go.
Newton, Iowa, I'm not going to dog on Iowa. I lived there and I graduated from the University of Iowa,
I
but
know you did.
that sounds like Newton sounds like a really small town. You found this one.
Yeah, the most popular and least popular states in America. There was a new poll for Independence Day, of course, that looked at all 50 states to see which ones are the most and least overall popular.
Okay.
And they asked 2,000 people if they mostly have positive or negative vibes about each state. And the most popular state in America is
Hawaii.
yes. Yes.
Like I was guessing, I can see it right here. Americans are over 4 times more likely to have positive feelings about Hawaii than negative ones. So is this actually most popular or just, who has the best reputation?
No, it's what it said. Who has the most popular or negative vibes slash
Okay.
feelings about each state? That's what they rated it on.
Well, so Hawaii's number one, followed by Alaska, then Montana.
I know, but they also said, is it a coincidence because this is the states that they've never been to?
Do we want to go with the rest of the top 10 states? Most popular: North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Colorado, Arizona, and Maine.
That rounded out the top 10. The least popular states are Mississippi, Alabama, and America's most populated state, California.
Yeah, I could
Oh,
see
thank
that.
you.
Well, people see a lot of bad things in the news about California as well, so that might have something to do with it. But there you go. All right.
Regrets. I've had a few.
Oh my God.
But then again, too few to mention.
Right. I had to throw this in because Travis Kelce regrets that he's too famous. He's too famous to be able to pee on a golf course.
Well, that's pretty famous then. But then again, I'm not famous at all, and I'm not going to pee on a golf course.
No, he was out on the golf course with buddies. This was in a recent interview.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically that, he's on the golf course just enjoying life with his buddies, and there's always paparazzi. There's humans that are poking out of the trees with cameras, and so he's like, I was just too famous, so I can't even pee on the golf course, and now I've got to go off the course if I really have to pee and go find an actual restroom.
Like a normal person, yes. But he's saying that his level of fame when he was just a football player was something, but his level of fame now that he's dating Taylor Swift is
Leveled
in
up.
the stratosphere.
Yeah, it's a whole leveled up.
Okay.
I wanted to say something. Let's see. One thing that Travis would like us to know is that he and Taylor are not looking for attention when they go out in public. He said, quote, "We're having fun with it, man, being a couple." And this is more of his quote. "It gets thrown out there like we're trying to seek attention every now and then. We're just enjoying life and having fun, going to hockey games. I'm kind of introducing her to some more of the sports world."
Sure.
Yay. Are you happy about that, Curt Cruz? Taylor Swift is going to be a hockey fan.
Maybe she'll pop up at a Kraken game. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Why not? Question of the day from Monday. Thanks, everybody, for participating. If you did, I love this idea. If people came with warning labels, right? So you're regular old humans. You came with a warning label. What would your warning label read?
This is awesome. Corey said, "Warning, keep away from wildlife, canines, and felines. May collect them without warning."
Barb, caution, irritable when tired. Good one. Anne says, caution, may burst out in song.
I love that. Phil said, "Warning, this container is filled with dark humor."
Okay, I like that. Phil is the container. James, beware. His enthusiasm is contagious. That's a nice one, too.
I like that one. Mitch said, don't know when to shut up. And Kayla said, don't yell at her. She'll start crying.
Oh, poor Kayla. Lane. This is a good one from Lane. Store in a cool, dry place.
I loved that one. I thought that was really awesome. Randy said, warning, requires own pizza crust.
We had a pizza the other day and Dana threw away the crust. I was like, what are you doing?
No, his is about, remember when we went to
yes.
that pizza place? Yes, and he didn't have his own crust.
Boo. Lily, do not overfeed, easily excitable, extremely indecisive, does not come with warranty.
I loved that last part. Does not come with warranty. Heather said, not putting up with this BS. Jen said, judgy, very judgy.
Laurel, another one, cautious, infectious positivity may cause sudden outbreaks and happiness and joy. Good one, Laurel.
Love that, yeah. And then Anne said, handle with care. And Marilyn said, persistent.
Persistent. Kara. Meal planner will not waste food. I guess the sign would be long. Meals planned 60 days prior to utilize perishables. Don't deviate unless necessary.
Oh my God. I need to take a page from her playbook for real. Halsey
what about Halsey's playbook?
Hers says stubborn AF. And she said Tanner's words to describe me, not mine. Tanner is her husband.
Oh, I thought maybe that was her kid.
No.
All right. Stubborn AF. Halsey, we'll go out on that one. I like it.
This was funny.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jen. I couldn't find any Swamp Crotch music for you there.
That's going to be the name of our show, by the way, the one with Swamp Crotch.
I think that's a good name. If you Google Swamp Crotch songs, you get nothing. Summer travel tip. Swamp Crotch can get you flagged by the TSA.
Yeah, there was a woman posted on Reddit and it's going viral. She said her groin got her flagged by airport security at 2 different airports and she had to be patted down. I want to know what she's doing in the airport to have swamp crotch though.
Maybe she's an excessively sweaty person. So excessive crotch sweat or too much sweat anywhere can apparently trigger the scanner. So people in the comments chimed in with similar stories. One said a TSA agent literally told them their swamp crotch caused it.
Oh my God, there's a book called 101 Pat Downs, an undercover look at airport security and the TSA, and the author is a professor at Cal State Sacramento. She recently told Reader's Digest that sweat really can set off machines. She said it has to do with millimeter wave technology and how the waves bounce off water. So if you're flying for the 4th or anytime this summer, keep that in mind that your sweaty nethers could be a red flag for security.
Did you say sweaty nethers?
Yes.
The
like the Netherlands, so like down below.
I know what you're talking about. I almost like that better than the swamp crotch. Sorry, got sweaty nethers there. Like you can't fly.
Well, which one do you want?
Day, you take it one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't
Bad days. We all have bad days, right?
Yeah.
It came up when I say they. Let's leave it they. They came up with a list of things that throw your whole day off, things that are going to cause or make for a bad day.
I want to know what you think about this list. These are the top 5 things that could throw your whole day off. Not having coffee because you forgot or didn't have time.
Okay, not having coffee, that's a good one. I would agree.
Forgetting to brush your teeth.
Yeah, because you're gonna remember by going with your tongue. You're gonna, oh man. Yeah.
Forgetting or not drinking any water.
Okay. Yeah.
Not showering and skipping your morning workout, which the author of this said, I guess I've had about 10,000 bad days in a row then.
Funny. Not showering. I can't function unless I have a shower in the morning. I've heard some people shower the night before.
I do many times.
And then get up and hit that. No, I'm whatever. I'm stuck in snooze land until I get in the shower for a while. The survey found the average morning routine takes about 30 minutes and it takes 25 minutes before we feel fully awake.
It also found that waking up on the wrong side of the bed is a real thing. 37% of people can tell if they're about to have a bad day within the first 10 minutes of waking up. If you can tell that you're about to have a bad day, turn it around, people.
You want to turn that frown upside down?
Yeah.
Want to throw in a song like this?
Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine.
from bad day to good day. Top things you can do in the morning to guarantee you'll have an awesome day.
Okay, so there's eating a good breakfast, getting some fresh air, drinking water, and taking time to stretch, which I do not do. I need to do more of that. I think I would feel a lot better if I stretched.
Or, well, isn't that basically yoga? Yoga's a lot of stretching.
Yeah, yoga.
Love it. Things about, it says, think about all the things you had to look forward to today, like coming home and going back to sleep. Wow.
You could call in sick to work. You could go for a jog. You could take a moment to appreciate all the things you have. Or you could squeeze in a quickie next to that special someone you woke up next to.
Right. Go for a jog, it says. Nah. Take a moment to appreciate, though, they had that one as well. So you didn't like this one here that says, fill your commute with songs that make you punch the air and scream, hell yeah, like Thunderstruck, Enter Sandman, or anything by Enya.
Not anything by Enya. That's a joke. But I do like that one. I think music can really help turn your mood around. Don't you think?
Oh, without question.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be lost without a daily soundtrack or whatever. Yeah.
You got to get on. Yeah, you got to turn your day. You can turn your day around. I think you can't do that.
And you're very good at that, Jen, by the way, just so you know.
Oh, this is a good one. Are you cool? A study found that it comes down to 6 traits to figure out if you're cool or not. It's not
I just
subjective.
thought that coolness was something that you either, you're like, I have it or I don't.
You know what made me sad? I'm going to throw this in there. I asked my daughter, Macy, because she'll sometimes talk about the popular kids at school. And I'm like, what makes them popular? And she's like, they're mean.
Oh, God. That's no good.
Isn't that so sad?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. A new study found that what cool means looked at what cool means to the average person. They polled 6,000 people. That's a pretty good sample size in a dozen countries around the world. And it turned out that where you live doesn't actually matter much. Coolness and what makes you cool is fairly universal. They found that it comes down to these 6 traits, these core
traits.
Go.
Make someone cool if they have one of these 6 or all these 6 traits, I guess. Being extroverted, adventurous, open, autonomous, hedonistic, and powerful. What?
Yes? I'm going to either have to ask Siri. I mean, I've heard of hedonistic, but what does that mean?
Well, you have a lot of hedon.
You don't know. Hey, Siri, what does hedonistic mean? Please hold. Come on, Siri.
Hedonistic means engaged in the pursuit of pleasure, sensually self-indulgent.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All Basically, right. A perv. Although, it says being extroverted makes you cool, but I think a lot of, when I was growing up, a lot of the cool people were very quiet and to themselves, and that's what made them cool, Or you look at people in film and whatever, they were very cool because they didn't
cool different than popular. 2 different things, I think. You probably know what the first 3. Oh, here we go. You probably know what the first 3 mean, which is extroverted, adventurous, and open. For the other 3, autonomous means you're independent and don't try to fit in.
Okay.
Hedonistic means you can enjoy yourself without feeling guilty about it. And powerful means you're confident and don't let people push you around. Okay, that brings it full circle. I like that.
And it's followed by, if none of these 6 traits fit you well, it doesn't mean you're not a cool person. You just might not fit the cookie cutter definition of what cool means in 2025.
They noted that coolness is a social construct, and everyone polled had to be familiar with the word cool for their vote to count, meaning that movies, TV, and social media have taught us what cool means. So they were kind of just repeating that definition.
How about the last line down here? Many of the coolest people in history, quote, coolest people in history, maybe even most of them, were total jerks.
See, look at that.
That doesn't make, no. Well, who's a total jerk that's also, we don't want to go there.
All right.
Time for, it's not Fun Facts Friday.
It's Wacky Facts Wednesday.
Wacky Facts Wednesday. Thank you, Jen.
Okay, here we go.
Let's get going on this.
The only known animal that lays eggs and produces milk is the platypus.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't know the platypus made milk. For the first time, I'm sorry, the first time snowflake was used in its current form to describe someone sensitive, fragile, and needing to be coddled was in Fight Club. They used the word you snowflake.
Did you know that? I did
I
not
did
know
not.
that.
I
They
did
said
not.
it. They said it if it had been it had been used as a slang term before, but not in this way. Anyway, Guinness officially says their beer isn't black. It's quote dark ruby red.
Do you like the dark beers?
I mean, I don't love beer. Pat
Like a
likes
stout?
Pat likes beer, and I will taste his every once in a while. And I feel like the stouts are okay
All
sometimes.
right. Horses cannot breathe through their mouth, only through their nose.
Did you know that?
I did not, but they've got big nostrils, so that's good.
That's what we should be like. That's what our health coach friend Lori says is we should be breathing through our nose and not our mouth. It's healthier for us.
I didn't know that either. Thanks, Lori. The three most painful insect stings are from the bullet ant, warrior wasp, and tarantula hawk spider wasp.
That's all one insect. Tarantula hawk spider wasp. I mean, I do not.
Let's just stay away from those, okay, Jen?
Okay. When Zachary Taylor was president and he was speaking at Dolly Madison's funeral, he invented the term first lady. That's where first lady came from.
I didn't know that.
Well,
I just thought it was always the thing.
That's why
a million seconds is about 12 days. A billion seconds is 31 years. That's the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire. That's a pretty big difference.
That's a good one. The first build-it-yourself furniture item IKEA created was the leaf-shaped side table called Love It in 1956.
Lovet. They always have such funky, interesting names. The reason doctors wear blue or green scrubs is because those are on the opposite side of the color wheel from red and pink, which makes those colors clearer during surgery. So if you come out of surgery and for whatever reason you wake up midway through your surgery, at least you're going to know those colors are the people doing the surgery on you.
I was trying to make sense of that. Like, why does that matter?
It doesn't seem like it would, but
Hawaii,
I'm no doctor.
Hawaii has the record for the highest low temperature and the lowest high temperature in the US. Its all-time low was 15 degrees and its all-time high is 100.
Okay, so I get it. Highest low temperature and lowest high temperature. How about this? Howard Johnson Hotels for a final wacky fact Wednesday. Howard Johnson Hotels are a luxury brand in China. They are all 4- or 5-star hotels. We don't think of Howard Johnson the same way here, I don't think.
No, we do not.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for putting those together, Jen. That was a good wacky facts Wednesday. All right. We may as well hit some of the weekend stuff, right? Since this is it for us for the week. A lot of people have been waiting for this movie, Jurassic World Rebirth.
I have not been waiting for it.
I haven't seen any of the more recent Jurassic Parks outside of the first one, but it makes me wonder, didn't they learn from the first one that messing around and bringing dinosaurs back to life is a bad idea?
I guess not. This is the 4th Jurassic World movie and the 7th in the Jurassic Park franchise. So they must have been made for TV movies too.
Still, you'd think they would have learned.
Know.
Yeah, we did this before. It was not good. Let's just keep the dinosaurs extinct.
Oh, I know. There's Jurassic Park franchise and then the Jurassic World. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, for the weekend, the Mariners are in town now through July 6th. And I only bring this up because they have a game on the 4th of July at night. And after the game, they're going to have a big fireworks show. So I think that's pretty cool.
Speaking of which, fireworks shows all over the place. I'm sure you can find lists online. Several pre-4th of July fireworks shows starting tomorrow night in Lacey, Mount Lake Terrace, Newcastle, and Puyallup. Then, of course, the major cities have the big fireworks shows on the 4th. The 4th itself, Bellevue, Seattle, Tacoma, Everett, Federal Way.
There's lots more. Yeah, there's lots more. Some with parades and or festivals beforehand earlier in the day. Like Bothell has a huge parade.
What are you guys doing for the 4th, Jen?
Well, we're making our way to Manson/Chelan area. That's where Pat traditionally spends his 4th of July, and I've adopted that. So super fun. They have a great fireworks show in Manson.
And we here, we're going to have a neighborhood barbecue, have some of our neighbors over for a barbecue earlier in the day. But I got, to each their own, right? I understand that. But I I can't stand the fireworks on the 4th of July, mostly because I was working mornings for so long that we couldn't get to sleep till like 2 or 3 in the morning and have to wake up again at 4. But it's because it scares the dogs. What's your question?
My question is, are you guys going to light off fireworks in your neighborhood at all? Are you going to blow
No.
up some money? No, you're not.
No, there'll be plenty of people around because we're right on the border of living in Mill Creek, but we're technically in Snohomish County, unincorporated Snohomish County, which I believe fireworks are legal, and that's fine. That's fine. But just the way they make fireworks today with these mortars and stuff, that the sheer purpose is to make a boom loud enough to break your windows, and it scares the crap out of the dogs. And so we'll be here with all the TVs on and the music on, and
I know, but you don't know that it will scare the dogs. You don't know that for sure.
We don't know for sure if it will. Some dogs are not scared by it, but my experience has been that most of them have been, and other animals as well. They say it throws off the birds and stuff like that. So
it disrupts the world for sure.
I'm glad we got a little bit of rain because it's not going to be super, super dry for the 4th because it could potentially start fires as well. I know I'm just a total killjoy, but
it's okay.
Yeah,
it's all
we'll
right.
see how we spend our 4th, but usually it's inside with a lot of sound going on in the house.
Maybe get them a special bone or treat to distract them.
We also, we have that. We also have the thunder shirts. Have you ever heard of the thunder shirts?
No. Oh, the things that really tight, like go tight around them to make them feel secure. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, those are good things as well.
Okay.
Question of the day.
What?
Right?
What'd you say?
I said question of the day, unless I'm mistaken. That's how we wrap up the show.
Oh yeah, well I was gonna say before we do the question of the day, there's no podcast on Friday. I said that at the beginning of the show because of the 4th of July holiday. We're gonna be back Monday with your answers to this question, and plus we'll have a whole lot more. Yes?
I have one more thing to add at the end of the show. Should I do it now or not? This is just breaking news.
Do it now.
Just came in. Diddy found not guilty of sex trafficking and racketeering, convicted on prostitution charge.
Wow.
That whole trial was just gross. I'm sorry. I mean, it needed to happen, obviously, because
I can't believe he was not guilty. I want to know the ins and outs of that.
Well, it looks like he got not guilty on racketeering and whatever, but we got popped on prostitution. So who knows what'll happen. So back to the happy news.
Nothing's going to happen to him.
Yeah, you're probably right. Here is your question of the day. We'll have answers for this on Monday, July 7th, right?
Yep. What's something new? This is the key. What's something new that you've recently discovered that's now your favorite thing?
Puppies? That's not new. I've had puppies before.
Not new. Doesn't count.
All right.
No.
I have to think on that. Something new you've discovered that's now your favorite thing.
Like, yeah, what's your new favorite thing? It just has to be something new that you've recently discovered. Yeah.
Do you have an example?
I knew you were going to ask that, and I feel like I do, but I cannot think of it.
Well, sometimes it helps if we have examples for the peoples, but neither of us can come up with one right now.
It's probably something that I didn't know at cost, like that I discovered at Costco or something, like a new food or something.
How about a doormat that has a ghost on it?
Maybe.
Yes. All right.
I'll figure something out.
Okay. Well, Jen, enjoy your time at Chelan.
Yeah, have an awesome 4th of July. Make sure it's safe. Celebrate big, but make sure it's safe and make it memorable. And if you want to keep going with the celebration over the weekend, it's National Bikini Day this Saturday and National Fried Chicken Day on Sunday.
I will take part in one or maybe both of those. Thanks so much for listening.
If you wear a bikini, take pictures, make good choices, find joy, spread kindness, and laugh because it's good for your soul. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a good one.